everybody, it's Brooke. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just journaling away in my June and July creative daily journal. It is here. It's an altered composition book, and I went ahead and made a soft spine. There is a playlist on how I made these, not this particular one, but my last one, and I'll link that down below. And this is, as I said, June and July of 2025. So I've just been working away. And last time I think we worked on page 7, or not page 7, June 7th. So I thought that I would keep going because it's fun. Apparently I talked too much and dilly-dally, and so it took a long time to do one page, but we'll go ahead and see what we can do on this page. I have my glue book, trying to make it so you guys can see. I don't know why I do this. I tilt everything that I work on, which would explain why everything's crooked all the time, wouldn't it? So I had gone through and put stuff into the journal on the appropriate days just so I knew what was happening. And keeping track of all my little bits. Got a receipt from the pharmacy, some note paper that I wanted to use. I went to the library that day. I got this from our library. Scales and tails. Yeah, I want to go to the library and run into a snake. That's exactly what I would enjoy, said no one ever. Mark canceled his guitar lesson. We had burgers for dinner because Mark's on a burger kick. And I think, and I got a new book, so fun. So I think that's everything that happened on that day. I have my notes right over here to my right in my planner. This was a Friday. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's what. Scoot this closer, scoot this over. And there I go, crooked again. I think what I would like to do is I really like the colors that are in the notepad and also in the Walmart receipt. So I'm thinking that I am going to use, believe it or not, here's a blast from the past. A very sweet friend sent me all these Tim Holtz distress stains. When was the last time you saw these, you guys? They did stop making them quite a while ago. I guess a lot of people had problems with them changing color and smelling bad. That has not been my experience, but maybe these will be something different. So this is mustard seed. I think that'll work nicely. And then maybe some kind of pink. What do we have? We have spun sugar. Oh, there's that whistle. But I think that won't show up at all. It's this one. Victorian Velvet. That's a little dusty for me. It's not my favorite. Tattered Rose might work. Oh, and this one's never even been opened, you guys. Wow, that's exciting. So there's some Tattered Rose. And do we want green or do we want blue? I'm thinking some green would be nice. Shabby Shutters would be nice if it's in here. Here's Forest Moss. It's kind of dark. Mowed lawn. Not cracked pistachio. That's not going to work for me. Looks like these are our two green choices. I think I'm going to go with Forest Moss. Let's see if these work. That's kind of fun. Okay, so we'll pull this stuff out of the way, put it over here. I've got my pencil board underneath the page I'm working on. This is a composition notebook, as I said, and I glued 2 pages together to get them a little more sturdy, but sometimes distress ink will go through. So, just so you know. So let's go ahead and start with the lightest one, which I'm guessing is Tattered Rose. Give it a shake. Then we're going to have to chop it open, and they seal these things like they're the crown jewels. Get out my choppy knife. See if we can get that going. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. Should probably put my chopping knife away before I chop myself, though. And I just want to put some big splats of color down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter. Nothing really matters about it. It's just going to be a nice background. So, oop, gotta get it started. Yeah, it's still kind of tattered rose. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just starting it over here on my glue book. Yeah, okay, maybe. What the heck? It's kind of muted. And I'm just gonna, it's got the dauber on it, hence the term, in case you haven't seen them. That's why they're distress daubers. I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff that's in the spray bottles now, the distress sprays. But I like these. It was really a nice gift. So we'll put that over there. And then I'm working from lightest to darkest so I don't contaminate the sponges. Theoretically, I don't anyway. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. I love mustard seed in every single version. Distress ink, distress oxide, love it all. Try to get down in there. Wipe off that stuff I just got everywhere. I also like how the little dots look. Because I'm a rebel. And then we've got forest moss. I want to try this. I suspect it's really dark. Oh, it's really dark. I don't know about that. Maybe we're going to switch to a blue. Do I have a blue? Oh, yeah, you can see that's really dark. It's a beautiful color, but it's darker than I want to go. I think the mowed lawn, oh, also not open. I think that might be too bright for a color palette. Too bright. Ha! Who said too bright? That's not even a thing. And I keep moving my mat. Sorry, I need to tape it back down. Let's see if that one will open as easily. Well, look at that. Looky there. Can you guys see that? I don't know. There, now you can see it. That's pretty bright for what we're doing. I don't know. What's this one? This one is tumbled glass. This might work. Ooh. Things. I don't even know what that is. Don't want to know. Just gonna grab a paper towel. Ew. Don't know. Ew. Scary. Let's just see. I need more room on here. I think that might be a good color. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Why not? If it doesn't work, we're going to cover it up anyway. Yeah, see, it's kind of more muted like the pink is. And I am just literally slapping it on here. You could do this with your distress sprays and just spray them onto, you know, a piece of plastic or whatever, and use a sponge to daub them on, or a paintbrush and some water to pick it up. Any of those things would work. Or you might get lucky and find some of these on eBay or something. Who's to say? Yep. All right, then. I think that needs some more shaking up. Also think I'm going to get rid of that piece of glue paper because I'm going to end up putting something in that ink and then I'll be sad. Let's get these out of the way. I'm looking to see what happened that day. That was Friday. It was rainy and overcast. What a surprise, because that's how it is in Maine these days. Went to the library and Walmart, and we had burgers for dinner once again, because Mark's on a burger kick. And, oh yeah, Pepe the skunk came to visit. Okay, then. Not too much happened that day, so luckily I have lots of little bits to put on there and to decorate with. Not a very thrilling day, but, you know, a day. Not every day can be crazy exciting, can it? Well, I guess it could be, but that might be scary. Okay, so let's grab out our days and our dates. Got those tucked in the back. Oh, and we'll grab this out since Pepe came to visit. He's the skunk that lives under our house. Just looking at the days of the month. Doesn't look like anything happened on the 6th. Good, I don't want to miss anything. So here's the weather. Here are the dates. No, days. Dates. There we go. Okay. I think this is going to work out well. The blue is not right, but I think that looks kind of nice, don't you? I don't like the you matter. Might have to put something over. That's a little touchy-feely for me. Dollar Tree finally came through with some notepads. That was exciting. And I put 2 pieces together because they're super thin. And we can glue. Actually, let's go ahead and glue them together right now so they can be drying. So I'll just take my glue book. I was watching my sweet friend Elizabeth at Never Hopeless the other day. She is always linked down below. I'm sure you know her, but she is a fabulous inspiration. And she used to collect notepads like a crazy person. And I was feeling kind of jealous when she was going through her notepad collection. So when I saw a couple new ones at the Dollar Tree, I thought, well, now, I want some new journal pads. And I've been saying it for a couple months now. Our Dollar Tree used to be awful. It was trashed, it was empty, it was dirty, it was just, they never got anything in, it seemed like. And I don't know what's changed, but man, it's great in there now. It's much cleaner, and they've been getting some stuff in, and it's tricky. Should have done it half and half. So I've been finding all kinds of cool stuff, which is kind of nice. Yep, I did not get that straight. Oh, well. Let's give it a little haircut and everyone will be fine. Nobody panic. My stuff is never straight. I wonder if those ink daubers would work for doing the edges of these notepads. I think I'll let it dry a little bit because it's very soggy at the moment. And just get that little extra bit cut off. Is it straight? Yeah, probably not. Am I worried? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so there's that. Put the lid on our glue. I think I will scoot this over a little bit because I feel like I'm edging out of off screen. Off screen. All right, that's going to be kind of cute. And we'll tip that in so we have all this to write on or decorate on or whatever. Guess we don't really need to write on here because we have all this to write on. So let's see. I did go to the Walmart pharmacy because when do I not? I spend like quality time with the pharmacists at Walmart. They're really nice though. Okay, so we have that. This was from the library. Yep, still don't want to see scales and tails. I think what I might do is we'll take our, I think our burger has to go over there. It does. So the way it's cut, it needs to go on that side. So what if we do that? Put that there somewhere. And I'll cut up our books. Just going to trim these real quick. Whenever I see books in a magazine, I always grab them because I do enjoy the library. Our library in Farmington is beautiful. And the people that work there are so nice. And it's actually a no-fine library. So if your books are overdue, they do not fine you. They're totally sponsored by, I don't know, some grant or endowment, but they want to encourage children to be able to go and check out books. So I think that that is really nice. So whenever I go in, and invariably my books are a day or two late because I am the way I am, I always donate something, because I'll tell you, over a 3-week period, if I get to read 3 library books, I've had $5 worth of fun. It seems very fair to donate some. So they're always very appreciative. As I said, nice people. So there you go, a little story about Farmington. So what if we cover part of this? What if we scoop this up and cover up the turtle? Yeah, I actually don't mind covering all that up. We could put Walmart over here. We're going to tip this in, just pondering. Whoops. I do find it helps if you pre-shop your stash when you're journaling, and just, find some stuff that works with what you have going on for that time period. It kind of cuts down on the being overwhelmed while you're journaling, looking for things. You can just sit down and glue and paint and have fun. It works for me. So there you go. So that's going to go there. Actually, I think I'm going to scoot it down again. Little bits I chopped off. That can go there. Mark's canceled guitar lesson. That's so sad. He was not feeling so hot, and it made me super sad because he loves going. He's played his guitar for 50 years, 52 years or something, has played in bands, has done public shows, and has never once had a guitar lesson, and he's loving it. He just thinks it's a hoot. So I could put that up here and write about that. I finally got the Jane Davenport Fabulous Figures book. I've wanted it for a while because obviously I love drawing Jane Davenport style girly faces. But every time I try a body, it just really doesn't work out that well. That's why they're just a bunch of floating heads. But I thought I'd start playing with this and see if that helped me out some. So I found one used and I was so excited. Gotta make room for our day and date. I like how our background's looking. The colors work really well, in my opinion. So we could still do that. I do kind of like covering up the bottom of this. Boy, I'm being fussy, aren't I? It's not like me. What the heck? Oh, we need a skunk, don't we? I pulled Pepe out. Here he is. Let's use this cute little dude on the bottom. I'm just going to cut the sticker out. The white border on these is wider than I like to make, but there were so many little fuzzy bits sticking off the animals that it had to be pretty wide, so I'll get over it. I'll live. Let's see. Pepe can go there. Yes, all the weird animals in our yard have names. I like it that way. This can scoot over so we can tip that piece in. Here's our giant burger. Oddly, looking at that makes me want a burger. Not that we haven't had some like 3 nights in a row. Usually we eat chicken and fish, and Mark has just been on a burger tear. Cannot get enough. So, since he cooks, what am I going to say? We've got that. That is getting way less squishy. What should we grab? Let's see if there's anything red. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever tried distressing with a stain, but why not try? It sounds fun. I was just looking at that tag. $4.39. It's dated 4/15. That's kind of funny. Hey, 10 years old and it still works. Look at that. I like it. Kind of cover up those janky edges that I did because straight is not in my wheelhouse ever. And I've learned to embrace it. It's fine. It's a little slower, I think, than using one of the sponge daubers. But hey, might as well use these up before they go south, right? Although it hasn't in 10 years. I don't know that I'm terribly concerned. I don't think I'll edge the back. I do, however, think I will make some dots in that color. Ooh, look at the bullseye. If you see that on your skin in Maine, man, run to the doctor. You've got Lyme disease. Okay, now we're going to have to wait for a second for that to dry. Okay, where'd the lid go? Nobody knows. Brooke, what'd you do? Oh, there it is. Okay, I think what I will do is I'm going to pause you for a second. It's going to take a while for this to dry because it's very wet. So I'll go ahead and ink the back of this. I'll pause you and we'll come back in just a minute. Don't leave. Hey, you guys. See, I told you it'd only be a second. I think this is dry enough that we can glue on it. I'm hoping. And here's a little tip. If you are going to use the Distress Stain Dauber for edging, it splatters. Got little coral colored dots everywhere, which is fine, but it could have been a bigger problem had I been, over something else. So there you go. All right, what did I do? I put in our dots, I let it dry. It did occur to me to tell you that when I go in and put in the weather and I put in the temperatures, I note the overall weather in my planner every day, but for the exact temperatures, if you go to Google and search weather history and then put in your town and state, you should get a result that's the Weather Channel. And it's so easy. You just go into the history, pick the date that you want the weather for, and poof, there it is. So somebody had asked me about that, and I thought I would share that with you. So let's figure out how this is going to go. My little strawberry washi tape on the side is not working for me anymore so much, but that's okay. So that's going to get tipped in. And we're going to have that. Oh yeah, look, I got little speckles everywhere. Holy cow. And that's going to go there. I very rarely put anything completely straight up and down in my journal. I just like it to be all willy-nilly. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I'm concentrating really hard. Can you tell? There's that. So far it looks like this goes down first. Okay, let's do that. I like to double check because sometimes it's a pain in the patootie to have to peel stuff up if you didn't get it in the right order. I find double checking is just easier. Okay, so there is scales and tails. So funny. Okay, let's see. Here's my burnishing tool. Also from the Dollar Tree, I think, as opposed to the one that you can buy for Cricut, which is $10 or something like that. I don't know, something crazy. And just checking. It's not that sticky. If we go up here, that'll be fine. And then we can put our stack of books over that poor turtle. Yeah, but leave the snake and the iguana. I don't know why, but I am. There we go. Get that stuck down. And we had the book that I got. That was so exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Ooh, my fingers are getting really sticky. Oh, look at that. I'm going to pull that out for jelly printing. Not my favorite image, but I do like this paper. So we'll put that to the side and put our book down. Well, it's not actually our book. It's the picture of our book. Oh, here's Marky. Hi, Marky.
Hello.
He was sneaking in, but I caught him. Marky says hi if you didn't hear. Okay, so there's that one. And then we'll put down the Walmart. The Walmart. Gosh, you guys, how do I make this take so long? It's kind of crazy. To the pharmacy. That was actually a fun trip to the, whoops. Oopsie, disregard that. Mark was trying to connect his headphones and, well, it went sideways. Okay, so we've got that. I don't know, I think I might, no, I don't think I like that either. This was in the afternoon. And usually I'm not crazy about making it chronological, but lately I sort of have liked that, like, you know, sort of keeping the flow the way the day went. So that would go there then, and this would go for the evening. Like, we could make Pepe sticking out from behind the hamburger. Well, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Skunks don't eat hamburgers. Let's go ahead and put this down. I think this is a sticker as well. And I've taken a page out of Melissa at Missy Creates page. And I have started writing the dates on the back of everything, because I used to just kind of wing it and think I would remember. Guess what? No, I don't. No, I don't remember. Not one little bit. So as I'm cutting them out and tucking them in, I just go ahead and use a pencil and write that date in. Okay, so put that right there. And I'm going to stop worrying about it. I'm just going to stop being ridiculous. Well, probably that will never happen. I'll probably be ridiculous forever. This burger did have a rip out of the top. It looks like something came by and had a little snack. But no, it was just, I think when I took it out of the magazine. I don't know why. It's summertime. I should be finding magazine images of hamburgers all over the place, and I just haven't. So I did go ahead and in this week's Friday freebie, I included some hamburgers because of Mark's, you know, obsession, his current obsession. Okay, so there's our burger, and here's our skunky. Might put the skunk over here. So we've got lots of places to do some mark making, some shadowing around the images. That's cool. It does look like we had skunks and hamburgers for dinner, but, you know, it'll be okay. Maybe that stain was not all the way dry. It's acting a little weird. And then we have our piece to tip in that we decided was going to go over here. Now I want to look at the opposite page. Whoa. Craft-a-lanch. I want to look at this page because I don't. Yeah, I think I want this down further. Just looking at the way this is laid out. I do think I want it down a little further. Let's grab our Scotch tape again. Do not be afraid to use clear tape in your journal. It is a handy, handy thing. Back in the scrapbooking days, you could be run out of town on a rail for using your clear tape, but it really is a thing. That way, you don't lose, if you're tipping in a picture, you don't lose any part of the picture. You're not covering up something underneath. It just works out really well. And I'm not sure, but is it acid-free now? Matte finish. Well, the back's gone, so I can't really tell you. I can't answer my own question. Oh, and I did that on the wrong side. Shoot, this was the side where the ink went crazy, and I wanted to use the other one top up. But that's okay. We got lots of smears and whatnot in our journal. It's me. It's my personality. So now you can see what I mean about the clear tape. We have Mark's guitar lesson and... Whoops. That doesn't want to stick. And our scaly friends are on here. We don't want to cover them up. Well, we kind of do, but we didn't. I do think it's interesting that our library does programs like that. So normally I wouldn't be slapping a snake in my journal. Making an exception. So now we won't cover up our guitar. Still have all that space to write on. And I did pull out this fun polka dot tape to cover it here. Why is that acting weird? What are you doing, tape? It's kind of pulling up or something. What's your problem? I don't know what's going on there. Well, when in doubt, cover it up. So, some more polka dots. They'll coordinate with our polka dots over there. Lots of pattern, right? You can't go wrong. Once again, I'm going to use my glue stick on that. Washi tape is not designed to stick forever. I think it was designed as package wrapping, tape for packages. But it is not meant to stay. So a little glue stick encourages it. My fingers are so sticky. I'm gonna have to grab my paper towel and do a little wipe off. I like how that looks. It pulls this yellow in. And then we have all that space, and we have all that space to write on. I also found, while we were waiting for the ink to dry, I found some Jane Davenport washi tape in my bag of ride or die washies. It's these. These are my favorites. And I thought that would be fitting to put across the top. I do like a border up there. Oh, I hate to cover up the I love drawing, but it's going to happen. Just the way it's going to be, Jane. I'm sorry. I do like how that looks. More color. But they're kind of muted colors like on our page. And it signifies my new book. So excited. Look at that. I have it tilted again. What the heck, you guys? Oop. Come on, scoot over just a little. No, it says no thank you. We'll start on this side. Get that burnished down. Crooked? Yes, yes it is. Worried? Nope. Not even a little bit. You can't even, well, you can tell a little bit, but okay. I can live with that. Let's cap up our glue. The ring light dries the glue out really fast. And we've got our days and dates. Wow, you guys, I'm slow again. 35 minutes. Wow. So this was a Friday. Let's go ahead and I like the blue, which is good because blue's a choice. It's Friday. And yep, the 6th. We're on track. That's perfect. And then we need a weather sticker. Just looking at the colors. I think I like this one. When you buy the full journal sticker kit from my Etsy shop, this original collage comes with it, and it's printed on sticker paper. So it's much brighter than it looks on these stickers. Oh, did we say it was rainy that day? Go ahead and use our little cloud stickers. Might as well use up the stickers. Yep, glue's getting to me. There we go. Little off center. Awesome. Smush that down. Where's our burnishing tool? Our fancy Dollar Tree burnishing tool. Also covered in glue. So yeah, I think a little shadow work, some dots, some X's, whatever will work. I'm liking it, you guys. I will absolutely, that doesn't want to stick. I will absolutely come back and show you what they look like after I journal. And I think I'm going to call that done. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you had your journal out too. And come and join us in the Facebook group. Again, there should be a little card up there with an eye on it, or it's also linked down in the description below. Just make sure to answer the 3 easy questions because I need to make sure you're a human and not a bot. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.